Well, hey everybody, it's Paul. Welcome again to my channel. I really enjoyed the last one of these I did. A few people seem to like them, so I thought, it's time for me to do another one. It's hard probably for you to believe, but I am actually behind on answering comments, and not just by a little. I'm pages and pages behind, so I feel horrible about that. I don't like being behind like that. So I thought I'm going to do another one. My response to your comment videos. Everybody likes goofing on my glassware, so look what I brought out, folks. You hear that? Huh? Yeah, we can clean up some once in a while. We're redneck, hillbilly, but not all the time. You know what that is? Let's see here. That is good stuff. And yeah, I do like it straight. But I like my little concoction too. And so anyhow, that's big entertainment. Everybody likes seeing what I'm drinking out of. So all right. Let's start with, this is 4 days ago. I really apologize for this too. This is commenting on how I almost died in North Carolina, the cattle killers. Chinook Valley says, "You got me giggling. Your stories are better than video." I don't know what that means exactly. I guess it's a compliment, a good thing. I'm not sure. Like maybe hearing it's better than seeing me. Maybe I can see that. So, okay. Carla Tiller Barclay says, "Farm animals don't like me either. The pig kicked me off the ladder. I was hanging off of the barn and had to be rescued. The chickens and ducks would chase me. Wasn't good." I can relate to that. James Vlog says, "Ha ha ha, good story. Thanks for the shout out. Yep, fun times." My buddy John Worrell in Florida there says, "He he he." Ninja High Life says, "Don't mess with farm animals. A horse stepped on my foot once and I could barely walk for a week. That'll do it." We've had horses and I've had some close calls. Those things, they don't necessarily mean to be mean, but they're just so darn heavy. Okay, Shalimar Perfume says, "Lol, you don't mess with cows. I grew up opposite of you. I am a little bit country and a little bit rock and roll. Reminds me of what happened to my mama when she tried to rescue a calf that was stuck in the slough. Yeah, you don't mess with the calf. Oh, I'm sorry. You don't mess with mama and their babies either. No doubt about that." They can be mean, especially when they're protecting the youngins. Chris Fry says, "Yikes, I know that fear well." This is a great one. "Had a giant pig chase me out of a concrete pit twice. Second time they let her in on me, I quit the job, lol." That wouldn't have took me a second time. Probably been the first time they put that thing in there on purpose. I've been out of there. Our poet of the channel, all the way from St. Petersburg, Russia, I do believe, is Andrew Konenkov. He says, "Our world is unknowable. It is fraught with 1,000 dangers, especially around them cows." Oliver says, talking about the cow video, "Close to me," so he must be down there around the great state there. The tobacco farm down there is around Marshall, Barnard to be exact. Little town of Walnut, Barnard, and the French Broad. Clusty1, first time commenting that I can remember. That made me laugh, and that's my job. I'm glad of that. Ian Mather says, "Great story to share, Paul, having a chuckle at your expense." That's what we're here for. That's why YouTube pays us the big bucks. Sorry to laugh, but you told the tale so well. Cheers. There's some guys that can really tell, and I am so envious of a good storyteller. I just never could get, but I try hard. Raymond Stewart says, "Awesome adventure. Thanks for sharing. I live a mile or less from the French Broad in western North Carolina," so he must be neighbors there. He knows what it's like. It is steep. You're never standing level. I mean, to me, it's a workout just to walk in the backyard. You're always going. It seems like no matter which way you go, you're going uphill. St. Rude says, that is even worse than something that happened to me and my parents. In our case, it was just a bull. Not just, it's never just a bull. A bull's a big deal. It was just a bull, but in a flat field. Back then, it's no big deal to have a picnic in someone's field. We had the blanket laid out, was unpacking the picnic basket when my parents saw the bull halfway across the field. Never a good sign. They immediately packed everything up, but by the time we started running towards the fence, the bull was coming right at us. I think my dad literally threw me over the fence, and we took off. Good thing. Like I say, the funny thing is those bulls, they look like they would be slow as ever. And you think they would never be able to go on anything steep, but they are sure. Just thinking of it gets me all nervous. They are sure-footed and fast. Let's see. Drive Shaft Drew commented, said just watch your story video as well, but could not comment on it. But great moon, he says, am I checking out the moon video? And then he says again, okay, now I can comment, lol. So good to see you, Mr. Drive Shaft Drew. Pippi's Place says, cool story, thanks for sharing. Matt Klucka, I don't know how to pronounce it, Klukla, I think. It says stampede. Yes, indeed, it was a stampede, man. It was brutal. Now, my friends over at Infoflex, I don't know, because they're saying on average 20 people are killed by cows every year in the U.S., and I have not taken the time to check those figures. But assuming if he's right, says you are lucky to avoid it being part of that statistic. Yes, I mean, I think I would have bumped it up to 21 if I was about a second slower clearing that fence. Okay, so here, Keith Barnett says Facebook does need that setting, so people can't download. So far, I don't think anyone has downloaded my photos to use elsewhere. That's one thing I like better about G+, Google+. You can keep people from downloading them, but there is still a way to get around that easily if they want it. I mean, yeah, you can always get around anything. It's like locks, locks keep the honest people out, I guess. Oliver says, why is anyone using Facebook? Good question. I mean, personally, to me, I enjoy, I understand the interaction with Facebook, but I much favor Rabadaba, where you do get just a little bonus, gas money now and again. For viewing, you get a little bit some for viewing and for posting. So, and they do pay. I've been paid a couple times. All right. So yeah, Facebook, you're just making Mark Zuckerberg and the shareholders rich. PSE Mentalist says, excellent video, brother. You hit the nail right on the head. Spot on truth. Preach it, brother. That's what we about. Preaching the truth, keeping it real. As far as we see it. Oh my gosh. I cannot talk today. Kathy K says, that isn't cool, about people sharing your stuff, and says, hi, Paul. Hi, Kathy K. Gear Grinding 19 says, there's two kinds of corn dogs, that State Fair brand and homemade. I've never done the homemade, and somebody else suggested it, and I think I will. There shall be none others. Well, unless it's the corn dogs at the fair. They're pretty darn good. Nice mug. Have a mug for me. Have a good one. Well, thank you, sir. This one's for you, brother. Gear Grinding also says, awesome, Paul. He's talking about how to cut and paste. I usually just backspace it all and start over. Or hope they can decipher what I'm saying. Have a good one. Tell Otis hello. Shalane TV Mal Health Channel says, I only go on Facebook to play games. That's it. And keep in touch with family only. Well done. That's smart. Gear Grind again on the Facebook video says, I quit posting pictures to Facebook groups because of picture thieves. Can't remember what site I used to try to make money off of pictures a few years back. Quit posting pictures on Facebook groups because of people stealing the pics I took and reposting them like they took the pic themselves. But I post pics on there time to time, but I put a small Gear Grind 19 on the pic somewhere. That's smart. Yeah, I mean, if I was going to post, I just enjoy Rabadaba a whole lot more. Probably because I don't have that many friends on Facebook. But, I mean, whatever. I'm at Rabadaba at Paul W., by the way. My buddy Buzz says, LeMayo, I know what you mean. My family had cattle farms in New York, so yeah. Big Oz comes on to say, you cannot hide your profile pic or your cover photo. You can set your profile pic to friends only, but it's automatically public. Anyone on your friends list can download photos. My main concern is people who have their page set to public. If you comment on a public post, your profile has just been opened up. Now that's interesting. I never even thought about. I don't do much Facebooking, period, but that's a good point. Facebook, after it updates, I always go into my settings and change them back to lock them down as well as I can. Smart. Tanisha says, I know I take some beautiful pics to where I look like a Barbie doll most of the time. This is messed up, though. I really hope no one is using my photos to catfish. Well, absolutely. That's what happens. Catfishing, from what I understand, is basically, you going online and pretending to be somebody that you're not. Why? I don't understand what the advantage is. It's just, I guess I'm just too old for that stuff. Okay, InfoFlux says, I don't understand what Facebook is for. Yeah, I mean, for me, it's basically another outlet so people can see my videos, I guess. There's some people that only watch if I post it on Facebook. They don't, come onto YouTube anymore for whatever the reason. If I don't post it, they don't watch it. TKT40 says, I haven't had that happen to me yet about the photos, but I mainly go on there to keep in touch with family, friends, church family, post things about recipe or cuteness of puppies or kids. I'll tell you, if you like posting, if you take your own photos anyway about kids and puppies and all that, you'd be a big hit on Rabadaba.